Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial video where today we're going to be taking a look at how you can create the template file for all those lovely carousels you've been seeing on Instagram recently. You may have noticed posts like these where they seamlessly transition from one image to the next with a nice even flow to them. So today we're going to take a look at how you can create this template file for yourself and start making them. So let's just jump straight into it and let's make it happen. So we're going to start off here, we're just going to File, New, and we're going to make a new file that's 1080 in width by 1350 in height, and this will give us the 4:5 aspect ratio, which is the highest sort of image that you can have on Instagram without it clipping. So we're going to check artboards as well, because we're going to be using them, and we're going to set our background color to whatever you want. For this I'll just be using black, and then we're going to hit create. Okay, so we're going to start off by making a new file, so we're going to go to File, New, and it's going to be 1080 by 1350, and we're going to check use artboards, and we're going to make the background color black. You can make this whatever color you want, but I like using black for mine. And then we're going to hit the create button. Now the reason why we've gone for 1350 and not by 1080 is it's the 4:5 aspect ratio, which gives us the most pixel height without any clipping occurring. The only place where clipping is going to occur is on your actual wall. So if we go back to the profile here, we can see that Instagram likes to clip them down to 1080 by 1080 size. So you have to make sure that everything that you want to be in your thumbnail is within this square. So how we're going to show that is we're going to go back to Photoshop, and we're going to go to File, New. We're going to make a file that's 1080 by 1080, and we're just going to fill this with just a red color for now, and then we're going to go to Copy Merge, go back to our file, and I'm just going to Control V, paste it into our file. And now you can see this is going to be the center, so anything that you want to appear inside of this square here needs to be within here, within this area. So after we've done that, what I'm going to do is press Control R to bring up our rulers, and I'm going to draw out some guides here, and I'm going to have some at the top as well. And now we can just get rid of this square that we made because we don't need it anymore. So we know that our danger area is in these areas here, which are going to get clipped off. So this is a nice area to add our sort of consistent contact information on our sort of like lower thirds, so which are going to help guide the user through and create our branding that's going to remain consistent from one slide to the next. So let's start off with that. So first off, I'm going to drag in my logo, and after that I'm going to add some nice numbers at the bottom to sort of denote what slide we're on. So we're going to go 0, 1. I'm going to make this a bit bigger, and I can change the color to white, and we're going to move this down to the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to nudge him over just a bit, and then hold down Shift and then move over 5 spaces, and then move up 5 spaces. I'm going to change our text to right align, and make sure that our font size is a little bit smaller so it doesn't go over the our ruler lines here. And make sure we're still in the same place we want it to be. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to add some information down here as well. So okay, then, so with that created, now we're just going to add one little more element down here. Is we're going to add a nice little arrow here indicating which way the user should go. Okay, and with that done, one of the next things we're going to do now is we're just going to group all this together, and we're going to call this side details, and now we're just going to make new artboards with this pin. So we're going to go up to our move tool here, select the artboard tool, select the artboard, and then just hit new, and then we're going to move it in, and we're going to do this now another 8 times until we have 10 slides. And there we have it. We now have our sort of maximum canvas size that we can have for Instagram. And the main reason why you want to go for 10 slides is because you want to get the maximum amount of engagement out of your follower base. If they're going to view your post, then you want them to view all 10 slides, because then that shows to Instagram that your followers are willing to engage in your content and see it right through to the end, which is extremely good for reach and improving your chances of being on good favor with the algorithm. So next thing we need to do is we need to copy all of our elements here to each of the slides, and that's very easy on the artboard. So what we do is we select our side details here, and we just hold on Alt, and we click and drag to the next artboard. We keep on doing that for all the other artboards. You can see it's copying them and placing them exactly where we want them to be. And the next thing we need to do is we need to just quickly change the numbers. So I'm going to go through and do that quickly. And now when we come to slide 10, obviously we don't really want the number to be there because it is the final slide, so we're just going to move everything over. And I'm going to take our text element here and we're going to align that to the right. And we're going to nudge him over 5 more steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to put a little heart symbol here, just as or you can put any symbol here really, but it's just nice to indicate to the user right at the end to like the post or comment. So we're going to go to my libraries here, and then we're going to find my icons, and I should have a heart one around here somewhere. There he is. Going to drag him in there, and make him a little bit bigger. Let's move him over by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should put him in roughly the correct location of where the actual heart icon shows up on Instagram itself. So we just need to change the color, and that'll work for me. And that's pretty much it now. So then after we've done that, next is to show you how you can get the images to sort of seamlessly transition from one slide to the next. As you can see what's happening here, if we go back to the first slide in this, you can see that there's a seamless transition from one slide to the next. So to do that, it's quite easy with an image, which is I'm going to zoom into our first two here, and I'm going to drag and drop an image into our artboards. And we're going to make sure he's on our first one. Let's bring him all the way down to our first artboard. And we're going to scale him up. He's nice and big. And we're going to position him roughly in the center there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Alt, flick, and then drag him up to our second artboard. And I'm going to, without the artboard selected, because we don't move that. With the image selected, we're going to drag that over. And if we zoom in just slightly, you can see we kind of got it pretty much perfect. And next up, we just need to move our side details up. Oh, both of them. And there we have it. That's how you create a nice seamless image from one slide to the next. And you can go on from this and just sort of add your title text. Make sure it's nice and bold looking. And you can drag that over, do more, and you can keep on going, create the slide as you want really. So when it comes to actually finishing this and exporting it out, it's fairly straightforward. All you want to do is just go to File, Export, Artboards to Files, and then browse to a folder. And then once you've done that, what you want to do is make sure you have artboard contents only selected. Make sure you uncheck export selected artboards because you want to export all of the artboards, not just one or two. You want to include the background in the export. Choose whatever format you want, but JPEG works best for Instagram. Make sure the quality is whacked up all the way, and then you just hit run, and it's going to go through it all and export each artboard as an individual image, which you can then upload to Instagram and use as a carousel. Once it's done with that, you can just navigate to the folder which it exported them to. And you can see here that it's exported each file individually, and it's named it as the file was named and then how the artboard was named. So in this case, we've got the Grandmaster Untitled one. And it's that simple. You're pretty much limited now by your own creativity and what you want to do with the format. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give a like, thumbs up, subscription, all that good stuff. And hopefully you tune in for the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.